Oh yeah, it's time for another Universal Studios Hollywood update video. I'm arriving to the park a little bit later on in the afternoon. Had to get some things done today, but I've made it. I'm officially here to get some work done. And before I forget, hello everyone, welcome back to another Theme Park Obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back in. Yeah, we're gonna be checking up on Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, maybe the studio tour, the stuff happening in the lower lot, and a few other things. So how about you and I dive right in? And at the time of making this video, it is a Sunday, so I'm expecting the park to be a little busy. So we'll see what those wait times are like. You know what, I'm gonna check up on the wait times a little bit later. There is a Waterworld dump happening right now, and I'm not about that. Yeah, the holiday season is over here at Universal Studios Hollywood, and they're taking down the Grinchmas decorations. They have the giant champion crane back once again for her glory. She's gonna be taking down that giant tree over there until next season. Okay, as I was making my way over to Fast and Furious, I saw that they were moving the transfer track right here, so are they going to be doing some testing this evening? Fingers crossed. Oh, there it goes. Nice. So again, that's the transfer track that either leads to the maintenance bay or the load and unload. Now, obviously during operation, it's going to be in the spot for load and unload. And then in the evenings when they got to put the trains back in the maintenance, and that'll switch over to that side of the track. But it looks like they're testing that today. Maybe they're just doing transfer track today because I'm not seeing any ride vehicles in either side of the station. So they might be in the maintenance bay. Yeah, you can see right through this one, and I don't see anything on that side. So yeah, maybe it's just transfer track testing today. And I mean, hey, I'll take it because that means we're just that much closer to the grand opening of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift this year. And look at this. Remember those lamps that I was talking about on my last visit? Well, it looks like they have power and everything's been hooked up and ready to go. So that's pretty cool. Okay, I've made it over to the lookout, and aside from the transfer track testing, yeah, there's really not much going on here this week for Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift. They have taken off the plastic that was over the LSMs just a few days ago. Last time I was here, they had all that covered from the storms that we had. And they've also finished that retaining wall right there, so that's nice. But aside from that, yeah, everything's looking the same. And we have a killer sunset happening right now. This golden hour is beautiful. So yeah, you know, let me make my way towards the studio tour. Maybe we'll give that a ride because there seems to be a lot of activity happening on the studio tour, and maybe I should probably do that before it gets too dark. Over here on the other side of the load and unload, it looks like they're doing transfer track testing as well. There it goes. Yeah, we saw this a few weeks ago, and then they went back to ride vehicle testing, so maybe it's going to be the same thing for today. You know, they're going to do the transfer track, and then maybe tomorrow or the next couple days, because it's the start of a new week at the time of making this video, they'll resume the vehicle testing. So yeah, I will definitely be back to check that out because I have yet to see the coaster spin in person. I've seen plenty of videos online, but boy, oh boy, they are throwing me for a loop, pun intended, when it comes to the spinning aspect. I really want to see that in person. So far, just no luck for me. And for good measure, I wanted to check up on this little project. Nothing different on this end, and that also goes for the glass installation. I'm not seeing any new pieces show up. These are the same pieces that we saw last time I was here. Only a 10-minute wait for a Universal Studios Hollywood Classic. Yeah, you know what? That's my kind of jam. I will take the 10-minute wait, which means walk on, because the studio tour has an hourly capacity that is through the roof. Also, side note, they've removed a lot of the metal railing that's over here, so it's definitely freed up some walking space, which is nice.
Move us all around the lot. You can peek inside a soundstage right over there too, getting loaded in as well. Soundstage for the Voice, soundstage 30 out the left side of the tram. You can see the Voice logo on the side of the building.
Okay, so nothing too crazy on the studio tour, but there were two things. One of them being behind Transformers. It looks like they're setting up for Fan Fest nights. There's a lot of lumber behind Transformers. And if you remember last year during FanFest nights, that's where the Dungeons and Dragons little walkthrough was. So maybe they're doing another walkthrough there because there's a lot of lumber. And then there's a bunch of leftover Halloween Horror Night stuff. All that goes back in storage until this coming up season. Then the other thing was the 6 Points Texas project. There's a lot of construction happening at 6 Points Texas, and it looks like they're getting ready to do some serious work over there. And this probably all has to do with the Universal Evolution Plan. For those that are not aware, a long time ago, Universal came out with this document that showcased the future of the property. And that document has gone through many different versions over the years, but it looks like this part of the studio tour, the 6 Points Texas area, is still in the plan as far as work being done to it or demolition. And if it's going to be fully demolished, yeah, it's a bit sad because 6 Points Texas is a huge part of the studio tour's history. But we all have to remember one thing. This is an active movie studio and lot, so things change all the time. They have to take things out and build new sets for new productions because that's one of the biggest money generators for Universal Studios. So will all of 6 Points Texas be leaving us? I don't know. But it's going to be interesting to watch over the next few weeks. And yeah, like I said, I'll be back in a couple days because you can see a lot of active construction happening. It's really hard to pick up on camera, especially as the sun was setting as we came out of earthquake. But in person, I mean, there's just so much equipment back there. So yeah, I'll be back sometime in the next like 4 or 5 days, and I'll make sure to ride the tram a little bit earlier. And maybe by then, some of the buildings will be taken down. As I'm making my way back towards the escalator. I mean, again, it really is amazing how much Universal is doing. The past like 5 years have been insane at Universal Studios. So yeah, just for good measure, I've made my way to the far end of Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, and yeah, it looks like everyone's gone home and everything's put away. So maybe sometime this week they'll resume ride vehicle testing. But for today, it was just the transfer track. Okay, let's start with the Animation Studios store. Oh yeah, they have a bunch of new things in here. I wonder if this is all for Lunar New Year, because that's going to be creeping up on us very, very quickly. So some Kung Fu Panda stuff is available. And they have all these little trinkets that you can purchase. Kung Fu Panda blind box, $20. So it's one of those things where you get it and you have no idea what's going to be inside. Oh, these are kind of cool. Little Felix the Cat little throw pillow there. That is for 35 smackaroonies. We have some more Felix the Cat stuff over here. And this long sleeve t-shirt. Oh, did you see that? It like jumped out to attack me. See, these are the kind of special effects you're only going to see on Theme Park Obsession. You're not going to see them on any other channel. Looks like this is a mystery price, so I'm just going to say, I don't know, $400 million. Ooh, and we even got some Woody Woodpecker stuff. So we got a pullover hoodie for $80. Dude, why are you charging so much for this stuff? Nothing on the back. $80. Holy guacamole. Is this made out of, like, cashmere? Okay, then we have this jacket. Again, I love the character representation here, but well, what's the price? $95. Holy moly. Okay, we have some more stuff over here. Okay, wait, this is $80. How is this cheaper than the other one? I feel like this would be more expensive. I guess not. Again, it's cool. I kind of dig it, but I mean, dang, stuff is expensive. Or am I just tripping? Is this like normal price? I don't really go shopping for clothes, as y'all know. But wow, like I'm not really a huge merch guy. I don't really own a lot of merchandise from theme parks. I just, especially with these prices, Lord. Okay, how about next door? Let's see what's going on at the Universal Studios store. They still have all the Wicked stuff, as you can see, and they still have this jacket that I really like. Again, really expensive though, $100. I mean, I dig it. It's cool because it has the flying monkey on the back. But man, I don't know for $100. They have the Stanley Cups, which are also pretty expensive, $55 for these. But those are pretty popular. Ooh, I'm loving this. This is the birds of the total Alfred Hitchcock corner here. Look at that. They have a little purse. That's pretty awesome for $60. And we have some tumblers. Wow, this is very light. $30. My goodness. Okay. It's a little bit more expensive than I thought. Some cool bucket hats, some t-shirts. Yeah, I dig it. Then over here in the front of the store, they have a bunch of new Jurassic Park merchandise that has taken over the Grinchmas merchandise that used to be in this spot. See, everything is kind of going back to normal for the off season. I actually don't mind this Jurassic Park Spirit jersey. That's kind of cool. Now over here in the Harry Potter section, I've noticed this right here. Look at this Loungefly bag. I have not seen that before. That's actually kind of cool. How much is this? Probably $100. Typical for Loungefly bags like this. I can't find the price. Oh wait, no, it's $95. That's kind of sick. Okay, here in the Nintendo section, I don't remember these. Nintendo Charms, you can do 3 for $25, and they have a bunch of different characters. They've got Mario, they have a mushroom, and they got Yoshi. They have the Super Nintendo World logo. Oh, and look at this. They still have some leftover holiday stuff, which is 70% off, by the way. Okay, and then at the exit here, a new fence has popped up, kind of surrounding this planter. It doesn't go around the ticket booths or anything. You can still access the ticket booths and that side of the park entrance. Okay, making my way back to the parking structures. I don't think I'm going to check up on City Walk. There's really nothing going on that's any different from my last video. Because as I was kind of walking into the park, I didn't really notice anything. So we'll hold off on City Walk. I think we're just going to cut it and keep this update a little short and sweet, which is okay. Got a few updates in there. I'm glad we saw the transfer track testing over at Fast and Furious. I was able to get on the studio tour again to see the ongoing construction at 6 Points, Texas, and of course the possible setup for FanFest nights behind Transformers. So yeah, it was a fun visit to the park. I dug it. I had a good time. Oh, and we checked up on merchandise. There's always new merchandise. It seems every single week. Okay, I've made it back to the car. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, you could let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these videos from Universal Studios or some of your other favorite theme parks, well, you should consider subscribing because I have brand new videos every single week that you won't want to miss out on. Also, be sure to check me out on my second channel. That link will be down below in the description, as well as the link to my X account. Be sure to follow that. But until the next video, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.